still be apologize. It looks like say a ritual. Every friend say time be a call life be no. In the middle of it, just a light they do na aso. John, John Jenapo is so say lights no doom so ha me way because for some time now the lights very much unstable and then we can plan ahead and then we can avoid all this friend say problem. Your rapport or that room with the fache na it was where we were and that was
no. What you say kasa bebre a ministers yi kan. Little output any yenya until me tiase. There na me can say akuafo no yenhwe ne yemfa musika no ema wo mo. What you say because ya ti say ye mampani ana budget ya dey ba 2026 no. Ye koto plane helicopter ye top 4. What you say? Ne ato de mampani betena mu no adwodwo ne ho no. Ba ko befa nipa 50. Na ba ko zo afa nipa 100. What you say? Nti ye to mienu. Na 100 amudi wo mampani achi mu koye de ben. O mampani ni ato nsa afre no. Eti nipa 50 wo say 100 amudi na achi mu kopɛ de ben. More especially so no. De to esi wo dadan. Mo ba ye makoe ni ye esi wo. Eti na say plane yen sanko na Ghana wo ansa na helicopters and 9 abra si eja mienu ana ba kokora no a ye betimi de atua akuafo yi ka. That is my worry because si anya ne sa ne mo ho kire wo mo na ekoba ne se bi mu fam wu a o mampani ye bebo wutiri so o ti ase na de ma koko asem no medi sie kura ma na ya awerɛhoɔ ne se 2500 no kura o ka se obetua no since time of ka odina no boss so se obetua no sika ne nya meduru akuafo ne ho.
Yes, in fact, wonipa bebre omo frame say yeba air we should help them because
yes
for almost in the amount for bebre omo platform no mu adwuma say aban so this kana mo omo.
Yes.
But omo kokoko crash on so a
medu ye
nti ama omo hassle omo.
But the ama die say oma aban ne dada timamufo ne akuafo ne say according to Randy Abino or say ye jaka 32 billion. Okay, fine. Granted, say 32 billion Canada ho. Na 32 billion Canada ho dia. Adentina buying so sika ye say yate say we releasing nyina. 755 million. What you say? Eti endru 1 billion kra. Eti unim say e ka 32 de ene wo di bi kwa 15 billion, 20 billion. Na de ko. Na kofa 755 million ekwa endru 1 billion kra. So then na betimetua. Obviously no optics no adults ondi nukre enchre kuafo no omobo edan akese e wo Asante Mantam ha. Ashtown dan, Edumu dan, Bantama dan, Asafo dan ni nyina ekoko sika.
Sure.
Ene edi si ye.
In fact dan etimi kra ekoko.
Koko sika. Ena wo mo a omoto abaso ma MPs no. Most of them, they are cocoa farmers. It is asem to one. You don't expect the MPs to sit aloof. What's the account? It is awful. Wada Roma, yanko mremu wanko ebibia. Nemo mu yekoka oni bie asem ene mano. Di anunti na say yesi di ebesi wo mremu ho a. We are prepared to help them. What you say? Right. Not at the comfort of their homes. Nemo no baby a asem no happen. We have to go and see them at such places. It will be anya bone say o to sa anamono. Timi de anu besi na maka so sourcing na koso see wo oman ni mu no. Na me nua Chidi, right? Yes. I think say you have been following enema koso. Ma me mbo wabaso. He ewiase wo ho. Ye the principles enetena wiase. Norms, values, saniemano,
customs.
What you say? Yesua na attitude ne dia obeye bia a shepu mo abedru baby awadu. You must live with principles. Me dia say na me feel say me pe me niema.
Say na me yem niema.
And say na me come asem so. What you say? That's why we all cause hey Paul okasa senior amount for best. That is me. I don't allow you to tell me what that is me. Say me kasa na ya wo sre ya wo wasem. Ba me dey feel me move ba no. Yesi ma no asem nye de. O ti ase me nka asem a bebu abam. Nemo meka semwa. Debia it will bring smile on people's faces. What the American as? Now, it can also not happen, say, when your fortunes changes, you change your principles as well. The American change and say enema ko ye mawa. It doesn't mean say or standard or principles near the adena what certain you lower them or you forget them. And say banisa.
Now go say asichapa ma refie.
E ma refie. And sema kesi amuka was so sourcing. If I so sourcing no, e can procurement ni hu bi o. Enya de boni. Oti ase, enya de boni o. Nanso wanu mu asem. Ensem a wo kan ye say aban ya na ye MPP aban no. Ekwan ya wafa so a odi wi sika nie. And that dwumadie bi ba na wo say okotu okodi dwumadie bi a okohye dem na wa frɛ ne namfofo wa frɛ wo mo pe o mo asem wo say asumasie koye ha ombie mu ema afoforo a omo so betimi aye sa dwumadie no bi no pepepe no omo meye bi oti ase and that wo de wo ba enya ade a wo beye bi kura agise emergency sapetin a ye koye emergency sapetin a ye kwan ye emergency because you know say wo beye kwan dada.
I think said the justification is also 4 years into open completing the roads in
now ababa ni amana 8 years 4 years no our constitution mu woni mu dada ye to aba 2024 obi anim say 2028 ye beto aba ma ndc fo akofie obi anim etinya afa na abeka che say wo 4 years oti ase ena ye say ekom de wa it doesn't mean say fa unsa mienu didi o
right
ekom say ede wa it doesn't mean say fa unsa mienu didi dia ekoso no time na ya nhwe ne yansekire nokra anka nkire ndc fo a nipa ebedam wo no wan hwe ansawa mu wo kra so a
ade o ma ye den o gwa godem
unti de ye kanase o ma ye hu se so sin no e ya de bone and that nobody should involve themselves in it
but they haven't breached any procurement
me enka so breach o but asema wo kan ya Ghana fo nya agidie ma wo se sa de we MPP for ye no were the private others from not enjoying what they're supposed to enjoy. Ebi mu di jina so to abati ayen. Otiase and that we were taking advantage of it. Eba ye beto nsa afrew.
Worry say be inflative figures be anaso.
Ti brebe chirechirem. Okay. Chirechiremu no be chairman. Na be bransa no wa chirechirem. That is my point. Abranka wo bie ema nipa no aba mu ebe ye de wo se omo ye a enke bia nke ye mfrew
na say bi wo mu bie ma manfo se
de ni ye ka so now
for a big push not as ba kukura no
me na unti de ka na e ka so na about 75% no e che se wo frew wo bedio sani ye no
wo hwe for now documentation na fourth state dey aba na dia even the 20-25% na restrictive tender it is any my bomb by my selective semantics my nipa be way my friend mo dem nko amombra it's different from the opening tender at least the more value proper value
and another one esaka so sin ho a asama na is so serious and dangerous ankofo be dem 2029 be frɛ wo mo ene ne say sapitin 1 kilometer ye nyina 2024 ya o 1 kilometer eye $500,000 no wo mu de omo ba ya yo 1 kilometer sapete feeder roads no eye $1.2 million $500,000 ade na 2024 ya o mu de omo ba ya aduru 1.2 million what asem ne kana say
any scope of work in there
me say me aka kire say 1 kilometer eye standard ho 1 kilometer 2024 ya na MPP for no $500,000. Where the mobile drew 1 million, $1.2 million.
Oma justification because you say cement bo aba form. Iron rods about in fact construction material.
It can be treme. The aba form nyina aba form.
Yes.
Granite near the ana ya kra. Granite na ye two or quarry ya kra. Shape be na kofa ba. What you say? na friends the dirty oil here egugu ankrem and you bit to me there asphalt
Okay.
asema ka won te there kana se yenye asphaltic lay
Okay.
Sapiti.
That's a domo de
dirty oil no yes
go. Wow.
Omo di to gbeng yo
Resurfacing.
resurfacing yo
Resurfacing. Omo de boot me na resurfacing. That was different.
eti asema ka won tie enu na ma na ye serious say ade ye 500,000 e wa MPP breso say see edru 1.2 million dollars. It is so serious say esese me no mienu ye kan ho asem. So especially whereby so amosi bibia aba from and now kasa ya ese cement aba from. O kasa ya iron rods aba from. Me come me rent kra asem say me rent dan no. Say cement aba from. Next wo patch o kozi dan. Ni esi ni kwa. What you say? It was a bibia aba from petrol aba from emi edibi kra egu ensa. Eti te caterpillar kra na contractor no dey here adwuma petrol na aba from yes sir mo se banku aba from mo se emu aba from eti labor na wo koye no woni di kase eti dia benti na all of a sudden no sad price no assign escalate and I increase that is where ye nyina ye bi say because aban wa se bibia aba from there why must you increase your price
Okay.
eti
Ebia more time yes I 1 kilometer time frame now more the 2 and I say I be as open in time you pay more
as my I want to the kana
and yes them
2024 year na free ho and na mo buy no mo say aban papa aba enti e buy no e de ne ma pa ye petrol aba from dollar na aba from what you say e de emu aba from announce the kana say e de dollar bibia aba from petrol bibia aba from. So it doesn't it cannot be say aba from no would the niam be kosoro ananti de kana say
Matiwazi.
And so and you say time frame near ade time frame no about to favor us say onu oba ye wa ye magic e ma bibia aba ananya sa
Sure.
so if sa there why must you increase the cost so enu ne man ye serious so say oman ya ye timo ye nyina ya kasa tia say ade we nye na de oba ya ade a wo se enye no na wo do ho ahyemu a almost bibia ye to e wo oman ni mu bia no akoda ne so enti agbojai ye kasa kirew wo kasa bebre your friend God your friend say Kwame Kwame Agboja o kasa papa no na wa da kulu ho no wo kasa fucking na nyame soso no sa na oye na ade kasa tenten entoponko o ti ase kasa tenten we entoponko eni said ye ekoso no enti media no sie ne matoa sim card registration no
but on the source sourcing I said be similar it to TVB 8 billion Ghana who say TVB 8 billion of Ghana
and I was said I was said dia oye TV nankasa na was say ye ko hwe ne ye chi sa nipa no because that TV no ye hu ade de ba be hwe ana hwe hwe brem uhwe TV na ema hu hwe brem ana that is what we are hearing. Eti nipa na oye say TV nankasa no ye hia say be kwa kobisa no say ade na wo ye TV e ma ne boy den sa ede ye na woti ehwe hwe brem uhwe say TV na hu da ache ana hu hwe brem say mi be ye ana say mi nye ye say nya sa na normal TV dia we raise questions over it. What dey e kana say eti me catch us enema e koso nyina no it beats imagination.
I think say minority petition the CID Shraj and then this morning I was reading let me look out
Shraj someone share good board any
on the
Sandugbi
sansem ni nyina no enya do betimi aye ho hwe
my petition OSP Shraj and Yoko
o betimi petition san krofo ni report nyina no ekopie wo mampani anim na no ye nyina ye nte ha ye se galamse hayen o mampani na nkasa kan bi se eye aban a etwamufo na eye galamse ananya sa na ye gitu mu so se ampa wo mu eye ni adeade afa de mu baba mu a omo frɛ bibi tabidity me kwa na menti bi da ye de a ye hoto asa 2024 mu se 14,000 mo buy a apapapa aba no a mo beso galamsey mu no mo de na dru 94,000 And you be say, how? Say, etimadru ho, we sorry, that surprisingly so no. And NDC for na ebo bo omu colleagues NDC for no adio. So share Dominic Ayinia. Why NDC near or Attorney General. On a man who say Yami A2B into Ordinama Yoko. On a man who say the third vice chairman of NDC Abanga O2B. On so Amayahu. And send a window ya bois. As me who's the original minister Makuni O2B. Ten.
All these are allegations. So,
Allegation na ye kano president a confirm MC Mami flow untie hwe allegations ni na ye president a confirm me ka biem we ya kan but president a confirm admit say indeed ne nkrofo need to now it has eaten into the fiber of our body what is abrofo na say ade na awura bone marrow nu ase esia o was so immune system no abrewase etimframa kura atwam etimi de wohwe wokum it was sick galam say no it has eaten into the fiber of our body of which ono ani nkrofo now hear description president Mahama ede manual or say oh ye na ne ye wo ha sesi amaban abade a ye nyina ye nya na ya no matika krama just what relationship na say but who the cause ya money briefing of ABR
party heska
what you say
is that
and over regime obi eka ya say atwuma nwa bi eja north DC ye wo ono MDC for no awo and here demonstration eka che say DC no ehye nwemu a wotu ukwa awin constituency MP na also ultra parliament no wo hye nwemu wotu nananom ene kama ayete amako hene no a yesi wotu bi aside that no ya amakoyin na so asema metifri no was ko akokari training college assembly hall yetu galamti o oti ase udru akwatia yesi chairman NDC chairman friend chairman BB wotu TUC for ne kama yete eti eyade they cannot do anything about it because president eneka na wo ka kire say yenye ne den am I the one supposed to act sepe ye nyina ye suna president to esumbia o man ne ko wie sai that's o man na juja there's nothing na ebetima aye wo and I'm saying this because o man pani e di to me nyina sha wonsem ne yesu se beboye na usumbia ni de that's ade no enye ye e de ne ho agim o te de e kana se enu ti na make say so se ne ho anwan ne bibia no age se ye to aba yi wo mu firi ho de hu eniema bani a we de abebe babonti nyina nani o na kese pa no echo age se o mafiri ho so Ghanaians should vote against NDC 2028 and we are promising them that when we come sa boni akese a ti se de amu kike yenti bi krada TV bo e friend is what do we call it a coin boy 500,000 drew 1.2 million. How on earth at the same time you see inflation about from one about from na yet to niam. That is where I will end it. Na mako sim registration na Sam George say o mo bia nda kopem say wa obia aye registration no. One onhu ni say enya ne mma Sam George una me no kasa no yenya wo mawu na wa beka kire say koyese ni akwakoye wo kura wo to wo yire na hwe wo wa kam ya te say wo yire na hwe wo fie kwa wo ni control
is that not being personal
na simo ka kire no nya personal no ka kire
well trust
announce the can say Sam George Kasayo and I'm playing back to him the words I will use to yeah during your na stubborn academy no if you in buy and you no buy or the buy our cassette he should be able to tell us what is really wrong with the existing one. What you say? What started BBA? Yeah, who so fast? That is why we are all reluctant to change. Or started DSTV in Tokyo. Ekosi say. Ebi ekwa no church wadane advertiser for DSTV. Abranka ubehwe say GTV ya aban de no etima ye programs akese attend DSTV we were rather promoting DSTV. Who party say would fear DSTV now? What tow? And now we are shawam why can see a same time. Emma who had DSTV, who had GTV. As we be forced, you say you got your TV license. Emma GTV. Abraham Kawuye Minister for Innovation and Digitalization say why any communication. Ube shama GTV aye camera. Ukra studio hakwa camera quality. A dear improvement in na some do edia ko GTV. Ah we promote DSTV na DSTV akona nim. Ama se si ano omu che omu se mane se Ghana kra ye de omu ka ye di agro ye wu. Ni nyina ye Sam George. Ene Sam George ba no si data board den se one data nsem wote se. Eti ni nsem a wo ka ni nyina no. Wo sa de we beto aso a. De why ye ba akwa anya yi. Why ye mienu anya yi. De na miensa atima kwa akoye yi amaye. Eti ye nyina nsori. Na me look at the stress we go through. Across a Ghana no ye wo to ha problems. Hwe Ghana card kura ye ko. Ude anopa bia ko hwe Ghana card office ho. Go ahead the nipa go through to get a card.
But we need moral justification for this because one, Ghana card, a stubborn academy, Umudi card started with Ghana card. But they campaign against Ghana card.
Ghana card.
And then against SIM registration. It is justification, but I don't think say we have to spend so much time about this Sam George because stubborn academy, no. Yeah, class prefect.
Eti da make a chair say he cannot treat us say ebia ye ne nkwala bi anase ye ne ma or tifie. Ti na me kofa bam so no akra no o se asetina wo boss in na yire na hwe no. O ti ase enti untimi mfa wo frustrations no e ma ye so e ma force ye se enkocho ye di. Abra ye nya hu bibi pote ya it's wrong with it. What I say? There are a number of things about in crop for catch say yeah hu beto ya still yeah na ya hu to because omo catch say see it me the 1 cedi to every liter of petrol so ye ndum ye light bi ye ba ye ndum ye light
twice
and the minister na kwa ka say you cry e be affect
yeah
what I say
na na obodum light twice
what the ye can say it niam mo catch say yeah enye ye hu beto no ye guso go through problems. So how different is this? From the baby. Same fraud ne omo frɛ GSK. MTN for no ana MTN for me won say atwe me 1,000 Ghana cedi dawo.
Wow.
Many bre na me won tire me nkofo dada me ma me seniske. Me ko MTN for am say ampa number we are blacklisted. Now say dem munyi mi sika ma me. So your client confidentiality. Now say crowdfund na mo identify no. So if Sam George is serious, he should go to them. Because system no money name. Enya buy na catch say otimi the obi IP address e ko che no woni fie because we kasa etia no. So if say a fraud unti and same fraud and money mobile money fraud unti na o me asa kosa line ni bi mu a I now use IP address. Obi reporting number na. Yen kwachi nipa no. Ana nipa no ofra broche na twi sika. Oti Ghana he ya. Onipa oti asago.
So very easy with this IP tracking.
And so he should tell us something better. What is wrong with the existing one? Wonne friend saying telcos no enhia. Ni ehu kwan a obi fraud obi a ye betimi agye sika. Dansa be catch us yensa metro. Moreover the amatic grand say yes wa akra obetima aye. Na se me ametima aye de a ene denti na den na wo prevent se me ye kromfo na man register ni ye na wo se me ametima aye se ne mesa aye no wrongful and na say wrong no a mesa aye the same thing. So what's the point? The aye ya wo mu kra ne say MPP time ye registration ya ndi esika bia it is a sia no SIM card na ye ko register ye 5 Ghana cedi no.
But I want to clarify say it comes with no cost.
5 cedis.
I have clarify. Me 5 cedis.
But clarify.
Clarify when you don't catch up. Me the asset me ba studio ha. Na you say 5 Ghana cedi. 5 Ghana cedi no. What in so na AC card in so na say what card ne pa ne. I was say 5 Ghana cedi. Their own cabin shemu. On cabin shemu. Who gen 5 Ghana cedi because or register na yi. mo de bibia mo bebu the ordinary person sa na obi kopa adwuma no afamu awu hwe ayi security service recruitment obi kopa adwuma hwe nipa ewu yewom munim nipa dodo so amope dada. It cannot be say security agencies they don't know the number of people omo be far at a time.
Omunim na the man say ya homtene say munim say your youth omo ye unemployed there so desperate for this job. Now one increase age in 32. Knowing very well say even far under that 25 no crampona so you not be able to absorb the entire under 25.
It is not a total scam. Any boni bia. A planner to was say this is what they are going to do. Because economy 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 could do 500,000. It's more. And a man cutting it short. Abra Munimu say 500 out of 500,000. Yeah, famu 1%, which is 5,000. Now what's be that? Oh my, you see, unemployment ikuye. Na ban wa ba na ban papa ba na be fa nipa. O famu 1%. Ye koya na se buy. Eti de e kan na ne se. Wo mu ba so mu be bo the youth no kro no. Hwe 220 Ghana cedi per applicant no. E wo so mu twam musica mo. Aside the medicals hunu. Yes I ye wa sem no kran se. Yes I de boni bia sa to omo so se ebi anya yes ebi anya te se yes say wa bra bo so aka ho se ma be pa adwuma anya ye ma me kofi wo sa de ade to me so se medicals number ma hu se mu wo is
so the medicals is already done o ma ye wi
se medicals ne de obey o ya won se obu on ma o ya the health condition
I understand that but I don't
want it.
But to say minty ace there. Minty so
what is that most of them were HIV positive.
Man dem anti.
Who want ya me catch now? Me dem TB.
Dem enemy say obo obekọ no bia ne blood no. Or some low pressure. Also almost
well with the security services HIV is part of it.
It's part of it.
By communicable disease.
To date minty so omo ka say omokoye medicals no ebinya HIV ntia disqualify
media me hu ye
report
was na for reasons it came on social media and me nyina ye kan bi
okay
what you say reasons di gina so de chese onim se onfaw etu de kwan sabua kwan so bia be yi wafrim ti say me hu bi da so obi ko military ana so obi ko fire service yes control aptitude test bank control aptitude test no enye bank ni e aptitude test na we dey say cultural aptitude test we ya yes computer selection say udu ti ko she computer ne ho ahwa what be that ekwan mo fa so nyina wo nti ase ya gi se wo ye metro kakra agi se wo ye se ga gi se wo ye tintin gi se ene se ne e ko China ye nya soja ni ba gukra o ti ase se tintin ni kese ene de select ni pa dia ene body selection be fa China ni ke ye military wo wa ye nya bi enso wom na to bomb akese it's about the brains. It's not about ni panikese ni kokroko anana beti ane se ni ti so eso en kan ni China ni ye nya bi wo Japan ye nya soja ni ye nya military ni wo enso wom na bomb akese nyina nkrai eto o ja se eti ye kwan ye fa so a ye selection ni bibia no sabatama ye be hanse no ni improve to get the best out of it. Na ye nyai settings ya ye de set the youth ye push omu nyina ko gufako ye guomu anim ase ya pamu bi aka so one qualify ubehu obi ko apply bibia no akosi say was say ya mfami o akosi say was ya mfami wagu nipa nanim ase o ti ase wagu nipa nanim ase na ugu nanim ase saa na ete obepa adwuma na wanya adwuma na must you disgrace the person as well. Me feel say the akoso no enye ade a eye papa kra na me de ma no esie no so no
ya ka me ba da my Minister of Lands and Resources say obey competitive bidding
enye ye ade no to say dia wa me ba ya na wo kan nipa no wadi kan wo field ho dada e ba ye ye de bibia ma no ye de black voter ama no What else? I don't know ya na ye can say. Share nipa no or no man penny was started ye. But Mahama winning we ya no started to drive President Mahama. So who ya ne Land Cruiser no only chino. What else? And it's now the man penny will need driver and a new chino. Nanti afraid ye who ya ne say what plane and a plane no so no. What the or the man ni ne say on fan too quite. Adan ono ana de ache na enye bibia ewo mu bia ono ana pe na asem ene ekobizanti ye moka bia won omse petrol pe ene etogum ananya sa
Okay.
etu obi a utu kwan na wode ne Land Cruiser ama wo se fa tu kwan de oka so pe bibia ubetima si ne kwan se wonfa ama no. These are things that a raise concern about it. Me the mini problem with say well yeah a businessman or a businessman, all right. But the rate at which a nearman no echo 1, 2, it becomes too many. And the black voter what we yes, Sunday da mine as a can. What the can? We don't have a problem, say we're a businessman. But businessman or all more man penny plane. Money dear too quine. Or ne mea and answer will be on to more man penny that privileges, Only no competing for project ya. Ebeden wenya. And I want to the air canal. That is where ye ni problem. Nada ye ntua eniho. Intri man eti mamu ko school. Omu ya mba metu. Ye pentima ko. Ye tu ni nyina wie de na akusi. Ye da so kra bobos ya. Ye nya sika o ye ne wan ho anyina obisa atofo se. Last week ya ose oboka okobo bosia 17 billion asa no wo tua adwumayefo ka. What I say? Ye fa black voter man. Enti ye nya sika nke se okobo bosia. Ananti the air canata. I don't have a problem with him. So we're a businessman. But when it becomes one too many, now obienu raise concern about it. That is where my problem is. I like him so much. But yeduema, it raises concern. Imagine say senka Akufo-Addo time, and nua yedi man, even though bibia sense. And so it became a topical issue. Another nyina yet say Akufo-Addo ye family and friends. Almost share that crack printing book bia ye friend Ejapade book a ye dey grab gun Ejapade nyina. And now we head the ekoswa. Why na grab Ejapade nankasa? That is where my problem is. It's immediate. Me feel say uma certain privileges be ma man penina. It will be difficult say better no down when that things are senka. A man ye transparent ma unsa etimi eka. Na we die mamembo NDC abai no abasu. What you say politics ana ma yo sema ye no. Sometimes when it is good, you must also say it. May board Dominic Ayini Akulutinga abasu. Attorney General.
Okay.
For the law school reforms na omatimi ediaba monopoly no efrim na akwaye se dabra uwie law school na am se wo ko heaven street e Ghana hasi. So most of us now we are not interested to even go to that field. What I done is this who some family tree be
Yes.
Who was some connections be and send I will say to my law school. Because here there abebua my brabo anyone mine. Why must I go through stress? It's a tension this over hands.
But are we not jumping the gun? I don't know yet about me the entire reform. No, what is
reform near school monopoly no you're decentralized.
But school back medical say medical schools baby.
Okay.
Medical doctors are professionals.
When there's a problem, na say you will be an answer leader to me surveyor. I will say to me can. What I say? That is why we appoint leaders. Enti Akuritinga mebo abaso. Nemo me basa kodina court to dia asam dia. Wasa, wa hwe. Wa bon, untimi nye. but a kasa yenya reforms bi ni ade
judicial system no mum na ye adwuma mum
na no minister for justice
on timi for so many
me say no oye minister attorney general
enya bad case is it not pursuing bad case rather
and make kasa
who say wa bon but why not say probably because of political pressure he's pursuing bad case
asma me kan me say e ba say onko prosecute nipa another institution dia onya ade eti de otimi yare so obegina ho no ama commentary mefa ha invoice we and I say but e ba say yen hwehwe bibi na emwa kan say timamufo in a way yen nyina be hu say ade we menya so mfaso de akuritinga aye what you say but say asema ba kogina nipa abana mu wo court de ontimi mo number enen bibia wa ye bia no entimi ye apart from sa achievement we me feel say it's about time youth no be take advantage mo amani ji law ho no now aba enkoye ti say say na me kwa me hu say ade wo wie na ye lawyer wo kwan
yeah
ye de ba de na aye say chenchina say ni no ana wie law na wa bra ba asesa na aye den what you say aye ma kwan ebi mu enkyere bi ebi mu enye na adane saa as a secret society bia yenkomu kwa eni ade no what you say opportunity will be the call enhancing the brain there I think say it shouldn't be difficult that cities or countries ye penny patch on wa school Ghana kwa na opese wo school as ye twenwaso auto form to kra yes yamfa obi person ko nursing training wa bresa
teacher training problem yesterday and you discuss Wednesday say teacher training assign the quota aba nursing training why it's not better say be training or unemployed than say obey burden in the society that there's nothing
on say me no tie say ayen to land cruiser my kra hwese ne si dwen kama
we are thriving
and so my to land cruiser ma no wo de adwuma ma sabi uhu de ekoso obi person okọ school ye be frustrating is and me nya admission e dey enti ni wanya but abroche timi catch us when you admission bra school ye timi kra ma full scholarship say bra no be sua ade kwa but nipa na you ready to be to school fees yes ye ma unko ne nko kira
in fact one of the college of health they interdicted interdicted the head principal for say we go beyond the quota. Why? What is this?
Now the
facility with enough capacity.
Yes.
But due virtue of say allowance or maybe to absorb the hormone out of after completion into no.
Yeah. Yeah. Into no home to semwa media me feel say attorney general timaye we no de yemmo na baso ewo saa anamona
yen kan kire no so we no my university for no so found say easy na we biem no mo be fa won apage fees ni my
fee pay and they forget it and they
say yetimi kura
ma kwan nkura ho
me say yetimi kura ama kwan say ombetima aye biem what you say it's one step ye nyina betimi upload wo mo what you say who cost ni adade aban so betimi finance bi where your lawyers deficit what you say ye nyankofo bebre o masua law yes usua law it humbles you when people learn it humbles you me sometimes me kasa na mesre anase me ye because I'm learned masua hu niema bebre so niema bebre make I know the outcome nti me nya ade a me ye worried about it adwuma mu ta me duru ho a obi aye ni problem no say admia ba obe solve and indeed I solve it because I'm learned.
What for time factor yemfa wura say what education no yemfa wura teacher license NDC U10 now mo make and then let's wrap it up
and no dey ade a make say they lied their way through power ena omonsa etimi aka asema omo kan ye ne say there are several tips metimi agba kire wa omampani no amu nanum asem o say onti asese year 1 year 2 kopim year 4 teacher ni natural exams awie na obewie ne yesi won san natural exams biem ansa ne qualify no onti ase eti on de oba obeyi afri ho kra oba ya fees and our charges kura na ewo sa license ya nu wasatum by 40% to say. What kind of hypocrisy is this? Eti na koye say and na da bi wasan so catch the teacher for ne say omo pe car ni ade ade a eye 1.5 na ade ade a obey ama omo
Yeah.
Ombe twika fam free. O say we be wave
duty waiver.
Enyina eni akosi say. They were here adwuma kra 14 months kra no. Yes yes delete na rest na free controller system nim. Dia san so kra areho e wo teacher ni abrabom ni say. Say we pay maya ya throw letter to say ye chiwo say wo ye demonstration. Ye be say you na e dey o how no. Wo na wo ye administrator. And I say we are principal, and I say we are administrative staff. Teacher ni check classroom. Also making sure say why near man na ketua ba. Now what now 14 months na Emma. Now be catch you say Emma. Na ma misika next month there. Make kwa kojina bonti. Nya say what the two. Enya say what the bomb. Enya say what the aba. Wasi me be catch we say ye ntua me ka o. We ye boni. A teacher ni aye. I know something no ya true who letter say nobody has the right to demonstrate. Now no other ya want hana prison service for. Omun kura ya say omun kasa wo. But omun hu says oman kasa o mewuwu ada omun da nim. So oman kasa pen ko mewuwu. Ombeka so omun rent yentwi aka. Prison service director general na kasa no go true krata. Na ba ku kura areho a menu mienu. Me catch one where I will say Befima who did BM and you be answer na dia che. Unemployed, disabled. Obi na near fra. No mo yom demonstrate kra na ahomte. 24th year no mo ye yo. Disabled person. Wetimi akọ class, akọ sua ade. Yes o mo 300 pe.
Oh.
300 pe o. Aban hwe no won fa wo mo a, onfi wo mo. To the extent to say this one weird demonstration. What kind of insensitive government is that? What you say? How can you praise NDC with the fact is that disabled for a demonstration? How can you praise them? What you say? Etienne na wo die. We mu no edie be no mu hia. Who bisa omo deputy general secretary. Friend say Mustafa Bandi. Asema wa kan mi sun ye. Me ti ye me we Mustafa obi nima wiye yo obi nima wiye eti wo kasa dwane ahantan ya Mustafa Bande abehye wo mu na ma wutimi kasa no eche disabled for no nyame ahu no bi nima wiye yes wo say omo nan kura sisi wo kura no entimi nya adwuma na mo nan ni mani afurofura
really
edi je any a hand time kasa and aba Mustafa Bande Musa. Etienne na be sheni mu. You say what you cherish that much, you know, it melts with time.
When you're marking.
Sadie na abe shewu mu a, ufi say yen kawasem. Yen bo chamuso, it melts with time. A hit to second. Nebe kosu so mu kofie 2020 mu kwa. Nani ye nyina beba be yepe. Emre bia na twam ne agina ho biu. Ene ya 10 na maba na mutietia yeso. Na okasa dwe kasa we kire mobroni ni Fredni bubuafo apache. Sanwa o pache se wonye nipa. Apache nye nipa. Ni Fredni nye nipa. Eti wo kasa tietia ne so sene a wo pe. Meti ye mi swim say did he really say this? Say eti jana behye mumua matese mo pese ya ye ni bia hiafo te se ye mo brofo te se ye no mo kasa tietia ye nya nipa enti ye na fam na mo tietia ye so ahomete enti me de fa license ni teacher nsensem nyina no ya ade aban no ene wo mu endi ni ye ye besre ne se ondi ni bohye so oti ase na ntro no adoso hwe na anu ade ya unim say minim say wo TV a Kwalugu multipurpose dam na almost say Dr. Baumia age $12 billion edi wo ho kansema kese egu Dr. Bawumia so ti wa jisika na no 26 ya don dinapoya wakasa yi me kwa na me say onipa ben wakasa one more number na me be say ndc for say ndc mu no munyi obia obetima handle energy apart from don dinapoyi mu wakasa bebrebe ye de ne kwatra parliamentarians anima e friend say niti wu bisa ne say wo na wo ka say walugu hu ahwan dan wo ko hwe book mu no kosi say o say contractor was never paid any amount.
Oh, by later
I think there was a slip of tongue because some check here looks like say on your slip of tongue. Instead of he was paid for no work done, no? And I was saying he wasn't paid for the work done. It wasn't like he meant to say in case it be
out. It was saying
like contractor need this kind of journey. You check out this kind of heading, a journey.
Assemble na aka no. Asema o kan no. Enya na abekire me brofu mu.
What aso?
What you say? Asema beto ho no. Wo na abekire brofu ma teme. O say there wasn't any payment made to the contractor for work. What you say? Enya na abekire brofu ma teme. It was say sika no mu claim say yetua ma oni Dr. Bawumia no. Yantwe sika bi ama no. O kasa what brofu o. Yesu etibi. Enti dia waka no ne yeso mu se santro kasa na omude beji tumi a ye ka che mampani kwa ma oka bi no. Now it has turned out to say enye no kre ure fi kaswa MP de na akoyo o san be ka say ne bodyguard yi hawa kumsi abonitu akuno ye ti committee say o meche ne bodyguard ko ba bi ekosie no na afedi o se wo boa. So it looks like entro facet of entro ene ekeka ni nyina bomu o ena omo di hu adodode na omo do benefit ye na omo dia beji to me. So it's about time sansam ni nyina no ye pa ho ntoma ene na omo frɛ Dr. Bawumia liar ene hwan na ye liar no ene o hwɛ Ghana discussion and a discourse ya ekoswa who are the real liars in Ghana. Hwan mu ne twantro hwan mu ne dadafo pa no wo hwɛ wo mu na wo hwɛ Dr. Bawumia hwan ne dadafo na minimu sɛ no kure ebedadi enframa bebo enti akokɔ ne to no ebeba abeda hɔ me nyina yehu enwi ni free wa ebehu de wo hɔ ama obia na hu sɛ MPP yebesum oman no yie yebebɔ brapa yedwen oni bie ho wote ase ne asokwa interchange ya franka makohene asesa nkwala abegu wo na me bisa no sɛ okɔ kron so na kofa ankra no ana obodawro na frɛ wo mo ana sɛ okɔ secondary school bu na kofa ankwala no na sɛ okɔ secondary school mu dia obi ene wotua ankwala ne school fees ama wo free na kura ase eba ya teacher fo kyerɛ na dia saa nimdeɛ no wo hanse ye ama wanya bi ede drodro asokwa interchange no. It is a mekase Franka Makohene is a beneficiary of free education. That is what I mean. Because what pay one bedroy, who sells me secondary school, no be a trial fees. It is one now or born home some rane, can some chile, and nimtia boon some say 38 year. 38 in home fast war, and they say, what Timmy and
from that 38.
And I'm say, Franka Makohene, you didn't bet na pa because your own is a umbu MPP for. Or tetna yes so or fire nya hwe what you say na 38 work catch any say yenya 38
I don't understand it.
What you say yenya 38 they yenya 38 dia da bia wonam na 38 won fast one na wudie no what you say what is sankwala begu ho say wo mo enye saade we ema na wu no nipa na wo ye interchange kakraka we no de wa anya ade Nemo wa unfa paint ebe painting hu de what the Ajazira fo nyina begu camera say wo Ghana nyina artists celebrities bia no odoma begu ahemafo kete minim se ye wo hode a wo mu nyina begu interchange yase that the man ye serious ni say afba ko hini a change a choose entertainment over safety.
But I say yes, idea.
But you can't do na mkata. What choosing entertainment over safety. Share overhead ye baby a ye twam ntem pa. Sa wo drive a ye twam And that is why we create overhead. What you say? It is a CA, you know. On say na MPP for time no na unse red and white markings bia. Yeah. And yes, our black and white markings bia yeah. A send signal to the driver say at this time would do how you say. And no nya focus. Amako hine is focused on drawings. And you know. And the outside man na serious because so I drawing no. Driver be drew what this will turn distraction. It's accident ya amako hine be cause ewo ahano ewo overhead na so no. Who do obehu? There's some man na serious.
Enya fast stretch because I mean
that's how do abehwe we ya draw otumfo eda. Mahama de so obi an so your man pani. Enti ene ye hwe no bia. Otumfo de ya hene no. Enti oda ho a mehwe no mabomi mu ase. Na driver hwe no oboni mu ase a. Enya accident na besi. Eti amako hine be cause accident. Overhead na say. What you say? Na the science serious cry ne say CCTV cameras ewo end to end ni nyina bubu. Mako hine ntimanye. Ye wo barricades esisi overhead ni so. Se condemn fo se hwanhwafo atwitwa. Amako hine check here no. Ne de ni painting. Drawing we di anopa we si wo awie oni hweye. Enu abesi we na se. But the air can you say, a obi ne bon kwala ne ho ka. Ema omuko sua ade emene otiso ayi ewa. Eti won susu fa mo ne ho sabrane. Na onye ti say de wa ye bibi. The same interchange na nkasa so. Ya start bi wo ayi swame. NDC for wa party for say omu ni sika. Eti foundation ya ye no 40 no. Omu so omu bubu no. Askata no. Aye ne de omu pe 2 tier. Amako hine ntimi nka ho wa ono so agya tum se sika ni ho etiye ntimi nya ne sa na me dia me ntia sen se so ame interchange no sa ka se wo ye ni tuti a on se wo free asanteman ho ba eye 2 lane
yeah
wo free magazine so ba eye 2 lane o ti asem asa na free tafo so ba eye 2 lane asa na wo be free bantema so ba it is oye ni 2 na ya free bantema no ne ensan ana say ye free asantema no ne nsan kofie anti de kana say eno ti na ye 40 no
be very difficult for them to do.
That is it because ya ba no 2 lane it is say no eti na ye 4 lane no it is say ni 2 lane na ye free asantema ye nsan kofie ana bantema fo no nsan ana de wo tafofo no so nsan kofie ana. So ade no mo ntiase. How can you use sade no? De aye won kran, yakase sika ni wonti, ye nya na. De aye voter, yakase sika ni wonti ye nya na. Hwe so sourcing contract bebre ba agboja asan nyina no. Ashanti region go mu ba akopo. Mo wani mre na pe bi mayen.
Ashanti region de no wo hefa.
Oh, de omo so mo ba be ye wo express road nkran kan.
No.
Express when the feasibility study is quite more penim ho ya tepa kwan so
mankran so
hope ene ka ho
any existing contract ana
eno pe eti franka mako hina dia wo ye no what tani and what did difference any ho
but so for overhead no light no so for almost be a year ni
bola kura guase
yeah
what you say bola kura guase zoom line of oyento amako hina hwe ngongo ye unim de ye serious wa da bia medina amako hina tiri so scopim so beja 38 ne canin say unim say we 43 districts and a Ashanti region out of 43 no fire stations 32 out of 32 fire stations no e move 4 pen e operational say just talk Kumasi a Konongo fire station and e beba bedum no na what be that
na mo ma pen so mo ye
me pa kwanu tum
no I think the government is continuing
they say kwanu tum wa ba ya 14 months in here
ambulance someone tackled friend and say the police retooling the police if or make a call say on because
yes.
So Obeka Interior Minister Honorable Muntaka has made it consistent so be retool. It's been a year.
What you say? Check government 1 year you can do a lot.
Yes.
14 months you can do it. Nya do mama no ka say ya de ne ko court 8 months 2012 asa nko be ne ma bebre na we 40 months dey na ontimi nye ontimi to pad e ma nkwara ontimi nyi 11 free ho adentina fire service niema de ontimi to ma ye du na we ja to ha this ye fe konongo no bedru akwa na nse ene hwe konongo traffic unim se konongo traffic ni nyina no eye potholes wo konongo station ho
yeah
pothole no keke o etiamu akohini jai interchange ya wo painting that's what konongo station ho no the asphalt sapete kragu ha there's no traffic ho bi yeah traffic
I think that's why interchange if they are not going to do it at least in Kabebi or my police station anymore no or fill potholes because the hectic traffic
are you serious? It is a stress way. You go through that stress way. Now who's the minister? Sister Stars, Al Jazeera, CNN, Fuakogu, a friend is an interchange. Say no, beer no come once a month. Meaning, Ufi say idea also manage. Share the rate of armed robbery cases. Samija Fiasui. Anya Hani Kuno. Say minister boy who buy ya a Quebec kuno. And the mobile money for 6 o'clock no upon. Because dear bro, I kwada su ye kun bi wo ho. Ashtown ye kun bi mebo a. Eti security na do so. Na wo dia wo ya ne say wo kwasisa Al for abegu interchange na ya wa ya de wa beautify as is that what we need? You see ye di hia. Ansa na ye de fata. Franco amako hine ye pewuye. Ye pese wo function well. If you fail as a youth, you have failed vast majority of the people because population or Ghana about 70% ye youth. What you say? Near you say youth no brabe adwuma wo fi say asem kitwa. Me dey na me dream ho pa because so hwe resek na oda no no a wo hwe sojani pani wo hwe ahoma egu na beti brigadier o sojani commander nhoma pa ne nsoroma kesi a egu na beti ufi so asempapa bi wo homo ne beka wo so yakola mo kan bibia nkyerɛ otumfo kura yewura na mebo mu mebo dian ma bodin ohwe se ne awutie ya nsempa wo se wotimi ne obetimi ne watena ase adwen but se wo ye wo niema yie wo hohoro nsa yie na wo tu anamo papa wo betimi ne watena ase adwen wo na metena ase am se na president Mahama ye wo sojani ensuruma egu na beti ni homa kase egu sojani abeti na akofa akola we so onkotena ne nche wo meeting oma oda umbeti they will not listen as coupled with onu ankasa so ba TikTok wo si so ene oni ne yire sad no omu bodondo no omu blogger no omu bo PS no inti niema o ye no ukotena meeting na se kra they will not discuss anything better with you o ti ase so ye peniye onyai TikTok nsam na oye no na emomu no onye ade a ebe peja Ashanti Fesi ede na de abreye wo de bisa ona say he intends to challenge adekesia ye di wo region nim
David na say
David say
ade no
ye di ade na say sia wo si wa kofa first aba
once it say December akwa Accra everything about Accra December event or try so obey bibi e wa sentiment
mu a it say bibi na oye wo e dey bibi na watima ye wo bibi nim
at least creative content creating
no. Content ben kan wen
creative there is nothing greater
creative no ba eniema nkoye
Paul listen
Chidi, that one too is
there is nothing creative in Ashanti region than the creative art school na yesi
yes
that has been abandoned
wọ́n sì ọ̀nù gbàgbà wọ́n sì wọ́n fẹ́ sí tíátà wọ́n
ọba bẹ̀ yóò
ọba bẹ̀ yẹ ẹni mẹ̀yẹ pẹ̀
what I know is that cabinet has
mẹ́bà bẹ̀ yẹ ẹni mẹ̀yẹ no ẹ̀yẹ pẹ̀ wọ́n de kọ́ni tún mi yẹn kẹ́yà sẹ́m àgbọ̀nà di ọ̀yẹ nyà mi yẹn kẹ́yà sẹ́m wọ́n ti di ẹ̀ kẹ́nà sẹ́.
so also best support creative art was
I'm talking about content creating.
Content na content
economy. People are benefiting much from content and what the painting that they do over there people are shooting video shooting.
Chidi, listen, we understand.
Wow, in fact, you say no man, you my brother is son of two. And Kenken, one more dear, Kenke Yahono. And I'm
Kenke. I'm out for the pizza and fried rice.
Content in the we understand the content is very important, but there's no content or creative art industry far greater than what went to the consultation and much consultation we did. In fact, it took us so much, friends, a lot of engagement. The creative art industry. Where buildings and this year had to be brought down.
Because
Peter's Education Center. Look at the buildings that was over there. So what I say, just to have something for because you say, creative art is part of us. Creative industry is part of us. No one as a youth. Now when say indeed you want to revive creativity, now I abandon that edifice. We are mayor say on it or who say misplaced priority.
Yes.
Young fan quiet training college.
Me feel say sad drawings you are ye pa or per se a higher tourist a ipa. Amamre fie ni ho. Culture center ni ho. And as I say bibia wa santima mumbiano or no ye ne de or ye counter. Nti say ye culture center ko ni e metra mo akohene interchange ase. Sana sesi a worker. Sad drawings here wa draw do ni e kodo culture center. And a woman ho ye attractive. Na no meti asem bi kra. Ayi mpanifo no mo ozu no. Omuko hine anim ko katen se. Franka mo akohene pese obeton ho. No mo nti ase da. Amako hine watonto no. Wo de aduru zoo wo yimu anafri akọ bosomtwe aton higher stores. Ene wa chitre amako hine besi store ho. E de be na ekoso no. Eti wo de oba se stores na obesie. Mesi me hwe video no ahin for zoo management no. Omo kotumfo wo se we de omo mpene da. Se nkofo trouble mo na moa na okrom. Omo okrom. Uko zoo abrochire ho ahwani e krom no mo wo. Opesu oton higher stores. Of which enye papa. And how to the can I say? Masa, Kumasi development here.
It's part
now,
of it.
Don't just move.
It's also part
move
of the
with
development.
Adiana Waya or Nama Kasa can see me and said next year. That he TikTokers Gumwa or no more live. No. What you say? Where are you say? And can't me the call. What I'm Yenya Mamefi or her.
Amamefi but
I don't see one
different thing.
Interchange naka mubonko for
ka bia mbo bia honum ka mbo bia obi enjina se
well looks like say a fat topic I think say what is left is I'm say we do Lincoln we did it
Lincoln in Kabi
yeah
enum guase na to president mama onu ne ka che say a sitting president otimi chechire nkofo nsa gu omachi say ope degree any honorary doctorate okachira akufuado na tinka ope doctorate dia twen wudi omampani no wie a na waba be ananya sa na omo afra say o ya ade enti no ye mfa ma ananya sa we die oba yesu akoje ba ko no we Korea o say mfa me boa
this is the second one ko akoje
o de ye de
waje ba ko ma
obi anim say economics no wie size 7 you say on 6 form and who we a friend is a first degree and area of communication. Me unko bibia biem. It is here who the doctorate ni one. O de ye den akoje num guase ekesi. Ahomte. O ti ase asema atom president mama no. Ma hu se nkola no asomu omudidi atem. Enkosi hwe. Broni ye anu wa ye. Oso onfa ma o dem fa ma o kina. Grabet
na. But na me ni chidi make point be say unyini say settings. Because Lincoln any institution kitwa and to one research say Mahama making a friends the pronouncement say on the LGBTQ no or no he doesn't support it and then it's or Assemblies of God member that the religion is against it. They don't know Oman make that research answer. I think say a settings
when your fortunes change it doesn't mean say you should change your principles. Anything else in Yankupon oye nenyame oye dachi oye ochina enyame saa susu na nyame ebo ye se ni seswo it is we ye nipa nyame abo seswo don't be changing your principles.
I agree.
What you say wo se turumu wo mpe turumudie wo mpe na ya Assemblies of God ni na oba ya akufo adwantima nsan etu de oba ya obesan oba ya soa na asofo obo clerical eko jere nim say president ko san ade no maye if he say nipa wo mo hwe ho ye bibia wo parliament no obi anse sign pa benda so ye speaker this any din sha se dada Sam George ya no wo huri A boss who say President Mahama will see no or will know no peace if he doesn't sign. But that's all. That's also a pejano grammar. Why kakraka? Okuja to what can be? Etu omo a woso mu ye nyina ya sa di bi kura be count. Mu about 187 we say MP. Ene ya mu pese mu sign am be sign. Eti die be nti na mu ntimi sign. Ye ko hwe ya nom de akɔhye nkura buku mu. Se nkura nko sua nka ho. Oti asem na ye kana se. Eti ende amanfo odi turu mu a ense se omudie because ya year e wo Ghana ha se ye mpene so. But o man pani ni nya na adwen se obesan. Am ye nyina ye hu ye direction enu ti no de ekoso. Na no I think last year mu enkorafo bi free South Africa ebe fe wo mu anu wo Independence Square mebo a e ka kitwa bi ko mu di wo muturu mu ewo Independence Square e ya de papa na edi enti ne eti ho a ye ntimi sai Sam George enyo na odi animu left right center edi enti na wo ntimi sai o hu anum go ase ato wo na kese beba oti ase because abrofo no ehu se wo nye no kwafo ukose nu abasei uhu omo a ewo dia woka saa so na obetena yeso ye nchen a ewo dia woka it dia cause one in the air so shameful we don't expect that to happen benya sie wie onyai degrees na ana say doctorate na wo de kwa he wo de yeden sisi ayo mampani awie wo ire da so elodina wo bai sharaf ni wo omu da so wo wo de kwa he sisi ya ye obi ama wa wodi wo hu dia akwa.
Yeah, well, I'm say for now, dear, we've done much beyond our regular offense hours a day. It's almost 9 minutes past 9. We usually keep on 8 o'clock. Until now, the conversation was very interesting, so we couldn't cut Honorable Poyando short. In fact, we made a lot of insight on a lot of issues trending in Ghana. We're going to post it from tomorrow on our various platforms, Facebook, YouTube, on TikTok here, and then IG and all that. Yes, you can go back and watch the full conversation. So joining in the middle, we have to end here, but we have to say you can have the full conversation on YouTube. And see, better was say rapport, better was Chidi. In fact, if you want, you have your last word, you want to put across, you're allowed to do so.
You under 2 minutes. Na yes, mestre say breadthrough so na ye to ya aba no August mu a
incoming regional minister
mestre say me party for mon hwe na monto aba no mapo yando if you say manamo tu a metu abra ya ba opposition mi ma carry me ho and ma hu ne say secretary position ayade a metima ye di kan the secretary is the chief spokesperson for the party. What you say of which communications director there wo ya eboa ma utimi ekasa bebre ma party no ma yes ade no aside that operational activities nyina so no ye womu bia ye anamo bia so a ye tu apagya party ni bia no behu poyando esoso ewum ma esre omo se omo ma me kwan na me mesom party no wo obuo eni ni die kwan so ne empagya party ni bi me gidi pa se the only political party that can save Ghana is NPP, of which me no. Ye can boom, na ye hunipa was ye di omugina ho, e de board Dr. Mahmoud Baumia chia. Betima Boaman kunim dia 2028. Paul stands for unity. What ya say? Be den kabomu, any quines from coin, de be Boaman kunim abano, any debate to Sana mon. Timmy semi party for regional secretary, Montu Abanoma Poyando.
Paul stands for unity, regional secretary. So the party folks for Mobekai Paul and then vote for him. But why was some party? Let's remember him. Now who's a party reward faithfuls. Chidi, any last words?
Ye board Dr. Frank Amakohina about so the fair why you ask interching your no paintings never. Now mambo 4 and a qua ubi idea fa or DB because a mambo 4 no mokoye side and me heard him say ye bet you na embra ene omadi mekra me sere kra se nka so fula interchange ko me bi ho no ma ye bi so wo asafo isi akwa asafo interchange ase on me ho nya fe kra tika penti wi ko bana nko be ya ebe ma eho ayefe no pe bibi akokotobo no ye mo na bro
right
Dr. Frank mo akon ni ko so aye mo bi abu abam wa nya hwe kra na the creative art aspect.
See, we are out of time, so you the basic hand and Yankupon Yadoma. Monday same time. Also can me kind comment one of my ni kan keke. Obi wo hono ma wodi atem. No di atem wo so ye dey. Obi wo hono ma wo boy abaso. Obi wo so amu nyina da man say mo amudi atem mo amoboy abaso munya abotre na mo hwe. We meet on say Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday. Tinyankopon ya adom a Monday besia. Right.